they've relied heavily on Haaland, and I know they've bought Haaland, but the thing is, yeah, Man City have been fluid, have been kind of like pleasing to watch. But right now, it's been the Haaland show.
That's why I'm going into this Man City game saying, yo, we can get a draw here because,
bro,
I think it's going to be very hard to break us down.
You know what it is, though? Like, I don't think Man City have been convincing this season, you know? Like, a lot of
They
people...
haven't. They haven't, but Haaland's just been ice cold.
Yeah, we were saying it, man. They haven't really got out there, like, first gear and that. When you actually deep it, like, they've relied heavily on Haaland. And I know they've bought Haaland, but the thing is, yeah, Man City have been fluid, have been kind of like, pleasing to watch. But right now, it's been the Haaland show. Let's be real. It has been the Haaland show.
It has because apart from him scoring, they've been very like underwhelming, bro. Like I've been watching a lot of their games, and the football's not been great. It was only the last game, I think, against Wolves, where they started to open them up.
It is scary in a way because it could get better. I know it is scary, but we're thinking of right now, what the form that they're in right now. Like we could easily get a draw there. We could easily, make it a result. But also Crystal Palace, we're 2-0 up, and it's Crystal Palace, but we're Man United. If we're 2-0 up, I think we're confident.
If we go 2-0 up, we're winning the game.
We're winning the game. You see what I mean now?
Yeah.
So, and then the Villa one, I can't lie to you, man. They had a couple of chances at the end. You know what I mean? Let's be real. Villa had decent chances to win it. So, like I said, you know what I mean? City will get better, but right now, with where they're playing right now, United can fancy their chances, man.
You say City will get better, bro. I don't think they will, bro. I think this is City's style of football now.
That they're so heavily relying on Haaland's movement. Because they have to, though, because they have to play to Haaland. They can't do what they did last season, have that false nine. They have interchanging. They have, kind of different ways of playing. De Bruyne's in their pocket, Foden's in their pocket. You know what I mean? Then they have Sterling running him off. They can't really do that. And obviously, you've seen it with Grealish and Mahrez. You know what I mean? They're not functioning with them two in the team. Okay, Grealish had a better game against Wolves, but you've seen it. So
with Man City, I just think that this is how they play now. Do you know what I mean? How they play is, the build up is like the main premise is getting the ball into them wide areas so they can put the ball in the box for Haaland. We know that's what they do now. They've been doing it all season, bro. They've been playing. They ain't been playing strikers out wide. They've been playing creative players out wide to create chances for their centre forward. We know that that's how they play. So like when people are like, yeah, City are going to get better. I don't believe they're going to get better, bro. This is just their new style of play now, bro. Like, so even if it doesn't look amazing, it's more effective. Like,
that's the craziest thing about it.
Their football didn't look as fluid. It doesn't look as fluid as last season, but it's still effective. Haaland's got 11 Premier League goals.
It's a cheat code, man, because it's Cancelo, that pass that cross that he makes. It's Haaland's movement. And I know Cancelo's cross is unbelievable, but at the same time, you've got to have a guy who comes across Schlotterbeck and then does what he does and does that freakish ninja kick or whatever it was. You know what I mean? This guy's a freak, man. And obviously, you got De Bruyne that can whip a crossing, and then he knows Haaland's going to be in the box. Whereas last season they struggled in certain games, man. When they weren't having,
because they didn't know who was in there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of the things here where yes, they've got Haaland to do that, but then it's like there've been games where they've drew against Newcastle, and the Aston Villa game where say now Haaland isn't maybe having the touches and he's not being effective in the game. They don't really have anything else. Like they're always going to put Alvarez on the right rather than maybe through the middle. So it's difficult, man. It's a weird one, isn't it? But it's like Pep Guardiola obviously is one of the geniuses. He's the best manager to solve that issue and make them play better. So what's he saying there? Europa League this season? You know what, man? I can't lie. It's one of them. I think we could do both, innit? But you know what I mean? It's just one of them. What Ten Hag feels like it's better because you got to realize the dynamic changes. Yeah, when you get to April and that, you can't really be playing two strong teams back to back. You've got to manage one. I don't know what you would probably better off doing, but Europa League's a trophy, innit? It's a European trophy.
It is a trophy, but bruv, like
I think we could get top four though. I think we're getting top four. Yeah, I
Like
think so as
so,
well.
but it's one of them ones where it's a hard one because everyone wants a trophy.
The thing
But
is,
do you
yeah,
know what I mean? I don't want a trophy to finish sixth for the man to
no,
turn
no, no,
around and
no, no,
say,
no, no.
you finished where you finished last season. You know, like that, because
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
it's a weird one, bro. Like, because I know we're better than we were last season. So if we
Bro,
finish
fact.
where we finished last season, yeah,
Mm.
like even though the table won't tell the full story, it will just be jarring.
Mm.
You know,
We
like that.
need depth though. We need a striker. I reckon we need a striker, the midfielder
We
in
do.
January. And I'm telling you now, I think we can get this top four. A lot of people have been dismissing United, for this top four, and I love it, me, because at the end of the day, you get me, like United, you know what I mean, hated the door, never ignored. But my thing is, yeah, people are still forgetting Arteta's naiveties. People are still forgetting Chelsea have got a new manager, and it might not work for them. You know what I mean? The balance might not work. Graham Potter might not be able to do what they do. You know what I mean? People that underestimate Ten Hag in them two big games has proven to me that tactically he's sharp, man. He's on it. He's not. If he was like, say now at Ollie and he was just doing like freestyle football and we were just about getting away with a win, but we clearly had tactics. Like that goal that Ericsson gave to, and then we played it to Anthony. We can play in them transitional moments. We can do that. You feel me? We've got tactics. Ten Hag knows what he's doing. But for me, like I said, if they want to underestimate us, that's down to them, innit? But this for me, second to six, anybody could finish anywhere, man. I don't think it's as wide of what people are saying. Anyone can finish anywhere. That's how
At the
scary.
end of the season, the teams that finish fifth and sixth, bruv, it's just not gonna.
Disappointed.
Yeah, bruv, because it's gonna be tight.
Yeah,
Outside of City, the next five teams, there's literally nothing between them.
bro. Low key opinion, yeah. Liverpool could finish outside the top four. Low key opinion.
Yeah, bruv. I tip them,
bro. Nobody wants to say it, man. I said it on the Big Six. I said,
yeah,
if you wanna like a low key opinion, yeah, that might happen this season. Even though I predicted Liverpool to finish third, I reckon they could easily finish out the top four.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I
they
said
can
it to
finish
Chris,
fifth.
and he didn't want to know it, but I think it could happen because Liverpool are just not like, they're not using this Nunes, brother. You know what I mean? Like they're trying different things. And I just feel like for me, they're underperforming. Trent's underperforming. They've got a lot of injuries to their team. It's not the same dynamic without Mane. You know what I mean? Diaz doesn't hit differently. I know he's got a few goals. I know he started the season, but Mane was there in them pivotal big moments, in it. You feel me? So that doesn't seem the same player. I don't know, man. I can't lie to you, man. I just feel like for me, Liverpool are vulnerable. It's as simple as that.
They are. They're
vulnerable,
Liverpool
bro.
have had their day. They've had their cycle.
I said it.
Everything's got to come to an end.
Yeah, cycle comes to an end, and it's always that season where it gives you a reality in it. We had it. I think it was it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to compare the teams, but we had a moment where it was like, right, we know the team is coming to its cycle now. But Fergie was so brilliant in producing another team. Klopp, can he do that though? Apparently, when he went stale at it's the similar time, apparently, Dortmund, and it's now. Can Liverpool provide him with a new squad? Have they got the funds there? I'm not sure.